24 of these magnificent white horses lie scattered across Britain's hillsides. And the county that I'm in today lays claim to 13 of them, the highest concentration in England. So where am I? We'll find out in just a moment. On today's show, I'll be helping a young married couple buy their very first home together. We get off to a good start.
I really like it.
Then things just get better.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I like that very much.
Today I'm in Wiltshire, a county renowned for the iconic white horses etched into its chalky slopes. Now, it's thought that the very first of these hillside figures date back to Celtic times, and they were an ancient symbol of worship. But these Wiltshire white horses are thought to have been made up to around 300 years ago, and they were mainly to commemorate events such as battles or coronations. And the tradition is still alive and kicking, with the Devizes white horse being created to mark the millennium. But these striking landmarks are not the only things that this fantastic county has going for it. Lying in the south of England, the large landlocked county of Wiltshire is bordered by 6 other counties, including Hampshire and Somerset, in a prime spot at the gateway to the West Country. Wiltshire is a particularly attractive, mostly rural portion of the country, nearly half of which has been designated as areas of outstanding natural beauty. The northwestern pocket lies within the Cotswolds, on the edge of which is the stately market town of Bradford-on-Avon, which grew in the 18th and 19th centuries on the back of its prosperous wool trade. Many fine examples of historic architecture line the town's streets, notably the Church of St Lawrence, dating back to the 8th century. Moving further back in time, Wiltshire's landscape reveals much about ancient civilizations who have left their long-lasting mark here. Most famous perhaps are the Neolithic stone circles at Avebury, and of course Stonehenge, which proudly stands on the undulating chalk downs of Salisbury Plain. Flowing serenely through the county, the 87-mile-long Kennet-on-Avon Canal was built at the turn of the 19th century. This inland waterway weaves its way past Wiltshire's most spectacular sights via the Cane Hill flight of 29 locks that raise the canal over 200 feet in just under 2 miles. The route is also popular with walkers and cyclists, who come here to experience this county's wonderful tranquil scenery. You certainly pay a premium for all this beauty here in Wiltshire. The average price of a detached property currently stands at £289,000. Now that's £38,000 or 14% more than the national figure. What's more, around hotspots like Marlborough or the southern Cotswolds villages like Hare and Castle Combe, you can expect to pay a premium of 15 to 20%. However, your money will go a little further if you head towards the towns of Melksham or somewhere like Trowbridge in the south of the county. But wherever you're looking, you can rest assured that this historic county is home to a rich mix of period property styles. So our house search will concentrate on the villages around Marlborough towards the north of the county, all with easy access to the motorway. Time for us all to step into Wiltshire to nail the specifics of what they're looking for. Hello, Becky and Andrew. Thank you for bringing me to Wiltshire. Gorgeous county, isn't it?
Really
nice.
beautiful.
Very different to London.
Very different, yeah. We live in a flat in London. There's a lot of people around us, so we love the idea of having a house that's not attached to any other houses, that has maybe some sort of a garden around it. I'd love the idea of a garage or something like that, but Becky has a better idea of what she'd like.
That's all sounding very relaxed, Andrew. I love it. Yeah,
yes.
Maybe a garden, a bit of a garage.
That'd be fine.
Becky, details.
Yeah, definitely a garden, definitely a garage. Time for a couple more bedrooms, place where we can entertain and relax.
But I grew up in Ireland and we had about an acre of land around us, and I remember as a kid sort of running around the house and being able to play in the garden. So I love the idea of having just a little bit of space around us. That's the most important thing for me.
As I'm sure you can imagine, this is a very popular, beautiful part of the world, so it can be a bit challenging to get everything that you want.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to work with her a bit.
Probably.
I might cry.
You might. Or you might smile. I'm hoping you smile and find the house that you love, because we have got 3 stunning properties to show you. So are you ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
For a top budget of £450,000, Andrew and Becky are after a detached family property with at least 3 bedrooms, a garage, and a wraparound garden with enough room for a dog. They would like a quiet location, but with good transport connections. And as for the property style, the jury's out on whether it should be characterful and cosy or cool and contemporary. We've got a selection of stunning properties which we hope will appeal to our buyers' differing tastes. Our first property, which is in the small hamlet of Honeystreet, but just a 10-minute drive from Pewsey that has a direct train into London which takes just over an hour. Honeystreet is set in a quiet rural area but benefits from a 200-year-old local pub which sits on the banks of the Kennet and Avon Canal. And our first property is a 300-year-old cottage framed by a box hedge and wooden gate that looks as sweet as the village name would suggest. Right, my favourite part, property number 1. Now, Becky, you love history.
Yes.
This house has bags of it. 1680.
You kidding?
Wow. Grade 2 listed. Ooh.
Wow. Oh yeah, it says that on the chimney.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Proper old.
It's beautiful.
And it's detached.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Are you ready to start our magical mystery tour?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's head inside. They seem awestruck by the exterior of our 17th century property, and as they'll see, that historic charm continues inside. Right, come on in. Silence. What do you think?
I really like it.
Yeah, brilliant. No, brilliant. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It is interesting, it is quirky. The first bit I want to show you is actually the kitchen, which is through here. Now, Becky, what do you think of this as a kitchen?
I quite like it. I do quite like it. It's, yeah, it is a little bit small, but it's, yeah, it's all, I don't know, small and perfectly proportioned, I would have thought. I really like it.
But if it's woodwork that you like, I think you're going to love looking at these other rooms. Come this way.
Okay.
You've got this great space here, which leads through to the main living room here.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh,
I like that very much.
that is lovely. That's amazing.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
That is the sort of fireplace I'd sort of hoped for.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's very cosy.
I really like
Andrew,
it.
you're surprising me.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
wasn't
great.
sure how you would feel about this property, given that you love the clean lines and open spaces and not too many bits.
I do really like it.
Well, Andrew's reaction is a real revelation. Although this quirky cottage is a complete contrast to the modern open-plan living he's used to, he seems to be warming to it. The layout here in this property is slightly unconventional, being that the family bathroom is located down on the ground floor just off the hallway, alongside a separate WC. And there are also a further 2 reception areas at the back of the property, which could be used as a dining room and a study, but are both currently set up as bedrooms, which could be handy when Becky and Andrew's family grows, or for visiting friends and family. Then upstairs on the first floor are the last 2 remaining bedrooms. Right, through here. Pretty good sized master bedroom, I think, for a cottage.
Yeah, I would, wow, yeah. No, I would agree. That is a good size.
I've got to let you know, though, no ensuite, as you can see.
Yeah. It still feels quite spacious, though, even though it does feel quite cosy. It seems to be working quite well so far.
Well, let's see if you like the garden just as much.
Okay.
And see if you like the price, too.
After you guys.
So far, so good for this delightful property. And the garden continues in a similar vein, with hidden pockets that include a vegetable patch, a patio area and a single garage for Andrew. What's more, it's neighboured by cattle from the local dairy farm and set against the backdrop of the Alton Barns White Horse.
Ooh, OK. Your garden, manageable?
Very, yeah. Yeah, very much.
It's a good size, not too obvious, not too tailored.
Fantastic.
And surrounded by history, gorgeous, characterful house, charming.
Charming, interesting, fun,
Made
quirky.
Andrew smile.
Yeah.
Will the price make you smile? How much do you think you'd have to pay for this to be yours?
I'd say it's probably on the market for about 410.
OK.
I think this is more the topper end of our budget. They've probably placed it at £430,000.
It comes in at £399,000.
That definitely makes it worth considering.
It does, doesn't it? Why don't you go think about
Pleasant
it?
surprise.
Have another look around with that
Okay.
new information with you.
OK.
I'll come and see where you've got to later on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A healthy £51,000 under budget, our first property is a charming detached Grade 2 listed cottage. The layout currently lends itself to 2 reception rooms, a kitchen breakfast room and 4 bedrooms. Outside, the pretty cottage garden has Andrew's all-important garage, and the location is in a quiet hamlet surrounded by pastureland.
I did think that the layout of the house was going to be small, boxy rooms. The downstairs I actually was pleasantly surprised with. The rooms were bigger. The nooks actually worked very well. They didn't feel too boxy.
I think the overall feeling from the cottage is that I like it very much, but I like more what could be done with it.
Hey there. Oh, it's tipping it down now. But you've still got smiles on your faces, which is lovely. Come on.
Wiltshire's dramatic landscape is home to some of Britain's most ancient architecture. It includes the Neolithic sarsens of Stonehenge and, even older still, the megalithic stones at Avebury, the village that marks the starting point of the Neolithic Marathon. This event was created to raise funds for the Wiltshire Wildlife Trust, and it's now become one of the sporting highlights in the county's cultural calendar. We arranged for our fitness-loving couple to experience the first leg of this scenic and energetic trail with Trust volunteer Derek Gard.
Hello, welcome to
Hi.
Avebury.
Hi.
It's great to see you. You'll really enjoy this. It's 26 miles from the historical centre of Avebury here with these lovely sarsen stones all around us, going all the way to Stonehenge.
And how far will we be going today?
About 6 miles. I've just taken this mystical place because there's energy here through all these stones. Just touch the stone a minute and feel it.
Need all the
Avebury's-
help I can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm
Yeah.
energised.
Come on then.
Go.
The unique cross-country trail links the 2 World Heritage Sites at Stonehenge and Avebury through some of the region's most glorious countryside, be it on foot or by bike.
This is a good place to stop. We can see in the distance Silbury Hill. Silbury Hill is the largest man-made monument in Europe. It's the same size as one of the smaller pyramids in Egypt. Nobody really knows why it was built. It's about 2,400 years old.
Wow.
OK, so shall we carry on?
Yeah?
Go.
Come on then.
Feeling good?
Thank you.
Sponsorship money raised by competitors plays a vital role in helping protect Wiltshire's native wildlife, as well as improving and maintaining their natural habitat.
So what kind of prizes are there for the event?
Well, we don't give any prizes away, but when you finish the 26 miles, we actually give you a gold medal. When I say gold, it's gold-plated. And you get free entry to Stonehenge. And we also give you some food, because we think after 26 miles you deserve something to eat.
Brilliant.
The finish line for Andrew and Becky is the summit of Tans Hill, which is one of the highest points in the county and offers a rewarding panoramic view across to the Cotswolds and Mendips.
Brilliant. Fantastic. That is amazing.
Isn't that fantastic?
That is absolutely beautiful.
Our buyers have a year to get fit for the next marathon between these iconic sites, but we have just a couple of days to find them a winning property. So with one house down, let's keep the momentum going.
Reaching for the sky tonight on BBC One, Dallas Campbell takes us to the dizzying trip to the top of the man-made world in a brand new series. Supersized Earth starts at 8. More on that to follow. While over on BBC Two now, Real Rescues.